These days, urban mobility in large cities creates big challenges for the providers as well as the users of transportation services. Among the sectors most affected is the taxi service, which encounters a number of difficulties, diminishing its competitiveness. Among these difficulties are illegal offers of transport services, demand peaks that leave passengers waiting for long periods of time, empty seats in circulating taxis, a lack of security for taxi drivers and passengers, traffic jams, physical exhaustion for both the taxi driver and the passenger, air, sound, and visual pollution. On the other hand, this context also serves as an opportunity to offer answers to these challenges and to contribute to the creation of social value. We at SPLITAXI have identified these problems and we are willing to create and deliver value. Our contribution for solving urban mobility problems is through the use of our advanced algorithm as well as by introducing the sharing culture in taxi services. SPLITAXI is a shared mobility startup which allows for passengers to e-hail empty taxi seats in real time with minimum deviation. Encouraged by the experience of shared taxi use in Greece and the principles of shared economy, we have created a technological platform for sharing empty taxi seats. The core proposal of SPLITAXI is to offer shared taxi rides efficiently and safely, creating benefits for the taxi driver, the passengers, and the city. The key question that SPLITAXI answers is how to increase the efficiency of using taxis while creating shared value for all stakeholders. This is how SPLITAXI works. Camilla is at her house and wants to go to point A. She is willing to share her taxi and requests a SPLITAXI. Along Camilla's way, a second passenger, Anna, is leaving her work and wants to go to point B. She also requests SPLITAXI. SPLITAXI's sophisticated route matching algorithm will combine the two rides. On the map, we can see that Camilla's itinerary would pass near Anna's request location. During her ride, Camilla's taxi, which has an empty seat, will pass by Anna's location to pick her up as well. SPLITAXI has a virtual taximeter to calculate each passenger's fare. It also calculates the discount that each passenger will receive for sharing the taxi. They will spend less and wait less for their ride. The taxi driver can optimize the seats and earn more money. This is a win-win situation for everyone. Here's a simple example illustrating SPLITAXI's win-win proposal. Let's suppose that Camilla's and Anna's rides would cost $10 each. With the current system, the taxi driver would receive only $10 from one ride and he or she would circulate the city with empty seats. With SPLITAXI's proposal, both passengers will receive a 20% discount, paying $8 each. The taxi driver will receive $14, which means a 40% increase over the traditional ride, increasing efficiency and decreasing the unproductive circulation time. The remaining $2 will be allocated to SPLITAXI, which in turn will allocate part of this resource to a fund that aims to train and strengthen taxi drivers. In this way, we're making our vision of sharing values a reality. By using a systemic vision, SPLITAXI reduces seat availability, waiting time, and transit time for both taxi drivers and passengers. Fights against illegality, fights against crime, increases savings for the passengers and gains for the taxi drivers, primes for passenger and driver safety, reduces traffic jams, fosters competitiveness in the taxi industry, allows for scale-up demand, creates a fund for the taxi drivers' training. SPLITAXI is a startup with a clear return on investment. There are more than 190,000 taxis in Brazil, 270,000 rides per day, and 71 million smartphone users. Plus, Brazil is the fourth smartphone market globally, and each user brings 5 to 10 more users to the app, which means 95% of the rides can be deviated within 5 minutes, a scalable proposal that is applicable to any urban center in the world. And we are a highly qualified team. SPLITAXI has in its core the generation of value for all of its stakeholders. Join us.